Okay, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Listen, shocker alert. Yeah, this is a shocker alert. Daneil Dubois. I got Daneil Dubois beating Anthony Joshua. All right, listen to what I have to say. Just listen to what I have to say now. Daneil Dubois has come through adversity, right? From the day that he fought Joe Juggernaut Joyce and got labelled a quitter, he has come back to redeem himself as a top heavyweight in the division, right? He went on to fight Kevin Lerena, got dropped 3 times in the first round, nearly quit, came back to get his victory and defeat Kevin Lerena, all right? He went on to beat Trevor Bryan over in America, grabbed the belt over there, and then I believe it was the Usyk fight. It was the Usyk fight, which again, he showed, he dropped Usyk, first fighter to drop Usyk in a professional fight. I believe it's the first fight at heavyweight, that is. And now, well, then he went on to fight, sorry, not now. Then he went on to fight Gerard Big Baby Miller and took his O, and then went on to fight, who else was it? Filip Hrgović, and took Hrgovic's O. Daneil Dubois is taking O's, right? And if we compare Anthony Joshua, let's go back in reverse order. Anthony Joshua beat Francis Ngannou. He beat Otto Wallin and Robert Helenius. Now, if we look at the level of competition, there's a massive gap between that level of competition. Daneil Dubois' competition has been far, far greater, far stiffer opposition than what Anthony Joshua has faced. But Anthony Joshua does have the experience, obviously being a unified champion and defending his belts to multiple mandatories and stuff like that. So we know Anthony Joshua does have, the fight experience as well. But here's what I'm saying. Daneil Dubois is 26 years old. Anthony Joshua's 34. I believe the fresher legs, the more hungrier fighter is Daneil Dubois. Right, and if you watch the fights, his last couple of fights that he's been through, he's had to come through adversity to win those fights. Gerard Big Baby Miller, right? That fight wasn't no easy fight. The Hrgović fight, he was getting rattled around for the first 6 rounds and couldn't settle. And then eventually, after 6 rounds, he sat down on his punches and started to move his head a bit, listening to Don Charles, and eventually he got the victory. For me, Anthony Joshua in that press conference, was it a press conference? No, sorry, the gloves are off. When they were sitting over the table and that. Sorry, I'm getting a glare in here. I'm just having to change the angle of the camera. I felt Anthony Joshua was rattled. And I think that was through fear. Not through fear of getting hurt by Daneil Dubois, but fear of losing to Daneil Dubois. Because I think it's very possible. And I actually do think that Dubois is going to take this one. Just remember that I said it. I've said this many times before, and I've said it on my live streams, on my previous channel and on this channel. I do believe Daneil Dubois is the future for heavyweight boxing. And I did say, I do believe Daneil Dubois will pick up a title, a legitimate title, right? Even though he's had the IBF and that, and the WBA, he's got the IBF and he's got the WBA, but these are regular belts. I believe he will pick up a full version, and I do believe at some point he will be unified. I'm not sure if he's good enough to be undisputed. We have a few guys coming up on the horizon. You got Moses Atoma. We don't know how good. We don't know what he's going to be like when he faces against stiff opposition. We've got Wardley, Clark. Those guys are coming up. We've got Johnny Fisher, the ticket seller. Can he transfer? His small hall shows fighting, and obviously the victories that he's got into like the big time boxing. Can he do that? We'll have to wait and see. But Daneil Dubois, I have got him just edging Anthony Joshua. I think it could be, he could do it maybe on points or a late stoppage, even a late stoppage of Anthony Joshua, right? I do believe it's possible. Don't get me wrong, if Anthony Joshua wins, I'm not going to be surprised because he's probably going to be the favourite. But I'm just telling you guys here, don't write off Daneil Dubois. We've written him off a few times now. Quite a few times we've written this guy off. And he's proved us wrong. So I believe he might be able to, again, I know some people in the comment section, oh, you're always betting against Joshua. You're betting against Joshua. Not really. It's not really that. I'm just saying it the way that I see it, right? I know the Francis Ngannou, I made a complete hash of the Francis Ngannou prediction. I know about that. All right, and I've held my hands up to it. The Jermaine Francis fight was a fight that I actually predicted Anthony Joshua would win, but I said he wouldn't knock him out and it's going to look ugly. I was right about that, completely right about that. Okay, and we're going to talk about predictions now, right? Joe Joyce versus Derek Chisora. I was bang on the money with that one. I told you Derek Chisora would beat Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce is too slow for Derek Chisora, right? Derek Chisora's experience will come through, and not only that, Derek has a great overhand right, and the overhand right seems to be kryptonite for Joe Joyce, and also he's catching him with some good left hooks, so that wasn't no surprise to me. I had Derek Chisora winning this from day one. But anyway, look, I'm about to go now. Do us a favor, I've got another video coming on Derek War Chisora. I want to see him fight Deontay Wilder now, right? Go look out for that video. Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder. I'm going to do the video, or if it's not done already, if it ain't been done now by the time you watch this video, it will be done in a few hours. Go and check it out for me, please. Do us a favor, smash the like button, hit that bell for notifications to get all the new latest videos.